Hi guys, welcome back. Adam here with Stephen Howson and Chris and Paul from the REDMEN TV. And we're looking back over the last 12 months. Been a big turnaround for both clubs. Different managers for Manchester United. We've had 3 and we're with Louis van Gaal now. And obviously you've still got B-Rod in there. Keith Rogers.
B-Rod. Keith Rogers.
They've got
Anyway,
B-Rod and Butthead.
That's how you've been playing this season. But what has happened, apart from the obvious, and you've lost Luis Suarez?
Yeah, well, we've just not not reached the heady heights that we did footballing wise last season. I think people look back on the way we played last year, and everyone remembers from January onwards when we basically just went berserk goal-wise. And people forget that we didn't actually play like that at the start of last season. We were actually quite stable. We weren't massively exciting. We ticked over. We got results. We ground games out. And we haven't done that at the start of the season at all. I think we've actually tried to recreate what we had at the end of last season, but sadly, no Luis Suarez, obviously, and then Daniel Sturridge getting injured. We haven't got the quality in the final third to replicate that, and that's I've said this plenty of times, that if you take the top 2 strikers out of any side, you'd find a dip in attacking flair, I think, and obviously you've got like 10, so maybe less so. But yeah, for me that's where it is. I don't know where you feel.
I think there's loads of things wrong with us at the moment, to be honest. I think obviously you can talk about Luis Suarez all you want. I just think the manager's been playing around with formations too much this season. We've played the diamond, we've played 1 up top with Ricky Lambert and 3 midfielders behind it. We're not really doing anything with that. There's been loads of stuff going on around the club as well. There's been loads of stuff about Brendan Rodgers wrote in the media, and all of these compile to have an effect on the form at the moment, and it's just not been good enough. And to be honest with you, the biggest thing that I've seen that Liverpool aren't doing is pressing. They just don't seem to be as
Bar had a field day, didn't they?
Scousers and excuses. Loads of them. Just crap.
You sound like Evertonians.
Sound like us last year.
Yeah, just crap.
It's hard to talk about week in, week out though. We got beat against Basel. It was my fucking birthday. I had to fucking come in and talk about it for fucking 2 hours. I felt like topping myself afterwards.
But you're unbeaten in 4.
5?
Alright, 5, sorry.
In all competitions.
You are indeed.
All competitions. That's multiple competitions.
We were in Europe for one of them. We were in Europe for one of them.
Still in Europe. You're still in Europe.
And it's like the furthest we've got in that in ages. We're in like the round of 128.
That's the easiest way to get to the last 32 in the Europa League. That
Bottom out of the Champions.
There we go.
What was the plan?
Shut up. Anyway, Brendan Rodgers, he spent a lot of money. He famously said last season, if you're spending over 100 mil, you want to be winning the league.
Yeah. He's dropped the ball up there.
We won't do it. We won't do a Tottenham, I think he said as well.
Yeah, so, go on, Paul.
Well, to be
Tottenham
fair,
were top 6, so you didn't.
Well, it's so fun. Yeah, the thing about for me about the doing a Tottenham thing, and look, the parallels are there. Absolutely, you lose your best player, you spend a load of money.
On bang average players.
I disagree with that, and I disagree with it on Spurs. I don't think they bought average, and I think we've bought well. I think apart from the centre forward positions, the only player I think Lovren's not been great, but I think we've bolstered the squad really well. I think you can actually dip in and out. We can rotate players for the first time in about 4 seasons, which is great. Apart from up front, because we've got no one close to the quality of Daniel Sturridge, and that's the one area we've been let down. And that for me is the thing. But similarly, I suppose that's what Spurs did, didn't they? They got Soldado, and he worked out well as well.
You don't think he focused on? You lost one of the best strikers in the world, but then he strengthened your bench. Like, what was going through his mind? He didn't buy enough quality that came in and improved your first 11.
You're stuck between the devil and the deep blue sea, because you need a squad. If you want to compete on all fronts, we've seen it. You need to have a squad capable of doing it. And although he's obviously tearing Spain up at the minute, Iago Aspas wasn't considered to be, squad material. Victor Moses, Luis Alberto, these kind of players. I feel better for what we bought. But look, going back to it, the only way we'll have fully done a Spurs is if we sack the manager before Christmas, and that's the only way we'll have done a Spurs.
But we've got about a week and a half.
But this is the point.
If we stick 5 past you at Old Trafford on Sunday, How close do you think he'll be?
Well, it might well be academic if that's the case. But the point is that Spurs had the vision to put a young manager in charge, to give him the financial backing to do what he wanted to do, and then lost the bottle. And I'm hoping. And look, if we get smashed by Hughes and we get smashed by Arsenal, then it will be academic.
And we get knocked out by Bournemouth.
And we get knocked out by Bournemouth, then it's academic. He'll made a rod for his back. But if he's good enough, he will get something over these next few games, and he should be given the time to actually turn it around, because 2 seasons on the bounce, we've been much better after Christmas under Brendan Rodgers, and I'd like to see that continue.
So I disagree with Paul slightly on this, to be honest with you, because I think that, Atletico Madrid, look at them last year, they did it with a tiny squad, they got to the Champions League final and they won the La Liga, and they did that with a small squad.
Scared of Simeone.
Well, look,
What do you mean?
we got 70 odd million for Luis Suarez. We should have just thrown 50 or 60 at a player. That's what I would have done.
Or Diego Simeone.
Or Diego Simeone, yeah.
Stephen, we were at Old Trafford last season when Liverpool came to town and absolutely tore us to shreds.
I didn't even like football.
We had David Moyes saying, they're coming here as favourites. How do you feel about the game this time around? And what position?
I'm really looking forward to it. I'll tell you that. I've been buzzing about it all week. I'm confident that we're going to go and get 3 points. I do hope to see a little bit of a better performance, because winning games is winning games, and it's nice, and I'd be really happy if we get the 3 points. But I would like that extra little Christmas present of absolutely slapping them. Just to get one back, because even when we was dominant and you was dog shit, you'd still always give us a bloody nose occasionally. And while things are looking bad for you at the moment, I just want to pile it in, like you did with us last year.
Poor Hughes. Poor Hughes, getting beat once by
Premier League champions, but we lost.
I want to see Steven Gerrard kiss at the camera again.
That's the only thing he does, kiss, isn't it? We've got a lot of players with Robin Van Persie's up top. A lot of criticism been around for him.
Yeah, from us, mostly.
Yeah, from me and you. We've obviously had Falcao come in since David Moyes exited. Players like Angel Di Maria and Herrera, etc.
Would Moyes be fuming, do you reckon? Looking at that.
Who we've signed?
Yeah. He's basically, all right,
could he have attracted them, firstly?
Well, I don't know. If he's got his disco kecks on, I think he could attract a stunner or two, or two.
I think we were very close to signing some big players last year. And from what
Everton fans thought that for 10 years, though.
I was also really reliably informed about who we were signing in this summer.
Indy Kaler, yeah.
Did I not tell you who was going to be manager?
Revealed.
Yeah,
Tony Cruz.
Yeah, Tony Cruz was coming. He'd agreed everything with United, and then once Moyes went, he was coming with Moyes.
David Moyes has leaked that, hasn't he?
Anyway, Louis Van Gaal, first season. Do you think now, obviously we're sitting in third, how do you think the rest of the season will pan out for us? And
I think we will do what they did last year to an extent, which is not bottle it at the end, or get giddy that we're going to win the league.
Top of Christmas?
No. I think we will split Chelsea and City next year, but the other way around. I think we're going to come second. Chelsea are going to walk it because there's not really any challenger to them. City are going to fall off because I just think there's a lot of things going on there that's not really clicking for them.
But if you spend £100 million, shouldn't you be challenging for the title?
Good point. A great man once said that. How do you see things? I know I'm loving this question, but how do you see things panning out for Liverpool from here on in?
Can I just answer? I don't think you're going to get in the top 10.
Yes.
I think at the minute it's a lot of it's based on blind faith, and that's we're putting our faith in the manager, and I've still got faith that he'll turn it round. And it depends. Ask me again on the 1st of February, I've said, because if we don't address the striking issues in that squad, whether it's buying Daniel Sturridge some new legs or buying a new player to replace him, we're going to be in a world of trouble. You know what I mean? And we'll finish in the top half. But if we identify the striking problems in our team, they cover over a lot of cracks. You just won a title by buying a centre forwards. You know what I mean? We got to within inches of one by having a brilliant one. I could see us being competitive in the last half of the season. If we don't, anyone's better.
If you'd have asked me in December last year, the position we was in, would we finish outside the top 4? I'd have laughed. And we finished 7th.
So you did?
Yeah. I did. Yeah, I did.
I probably did as well.
There.
In all honesty.
Just couldn't see it coming. It was.
I couldn't see
you keep thinking because it was in a cycle with us last season where we'd win a game, and you think, yeah, we're going to get back on this run now. We need to get a run going.
And
then you'd draw a game, and then you'd lose a game, and it's
It was
just...
Everton and
is,
Newcastle defeats
the
this
team
time
that-
last year where he was just like...
The team that finishes fourth in the Premier League is always the best of the consistently least shit of the good teams.
Arsenal.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly, and that's what it. And once again, that's what it's going to be. The team that finds the most consistency, whether it's not necessarily great form, but the most consistency out of use Arsenal, us, and you know anyone might.
Really?
Yeah.
You really think you can get in top 4?
It's possible. I'm not. Look, I'm not. I'm not a better man. I'm not soft enough to put anybody on it. Like, but I want to see us with a good centre forward.
With Europa League now as well, I think you are going to really...
It's only 2 games, mate.
Anyway, 2 words. 2 words. Remember that. 2 words only. Yeah. Rodgers in or Rodgers out.
Rodgers in.
Rodgers in.
All day.
Rodgers in. Anyway,
With the
make
man,
sure
this is not good, is it?
make sure complete role reversal. Remember.
Let's hope these
Make
are
sure
better
you
than
subscribe to Full Time Devils. Subscribe to Redmen TV as well. You get to see loads of Scousers moaning when they lose. What more do you want? Anyway, get your comments in below. Let us know what you think. Is Louis van Gaal the man for Manchester United? And will B-Rod still be there at the end of the season?
No.
See you later. With the Redmen TV and of course Stephen Howson, we are gonna preview Manchester United versus Liverpool Sunday at 1:30, and I cannot wait. Guys, how you feeling ahead of the game?
Yeah, okay. First and foremost, thanks very much for having us.